Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the recessive epistasis of genes. This recessive epistasis of gene is also known as the supplementary genes. Supplementary genes which shows the ratio 9:3:4. Okay, 9:3:4. So this 9:3:4, this Mendel's ratio 9:3:3:1, it get completely modified into 9:3:4. So in earlier video we discussed about the dominant epistasis. In dominant epistasis, the dominant allele, one dominant allele, it expresses the effect of another dominant allele, and therefore it was known as the dominant epistasis. But here the recessive epistasis means, suppose there are the two genes, one is the hypostatic and one is the epistatic. So one is epistatic and another is hypostatic. Okay. So the epistatic gene, capital C, and hypostatic gene, that is capital A, capital A. So in this case, this A, it expresses his characters when only the C, it is in dominant condition, but when this C or this epistatic gene, it is in recessive condition, it masks the effect of this dominant A. That means this A, it do not express its characters without the C. That means when C is in recessive condition, it expresses the characters of this dominant gene, and therefore it is known as the dominant recessive epistasis. Okay, or we can say that it is the supplementary gene, means for development of a color or phenotype by this dominant allele A, this C is supplementary to it. Okay, this C is independently, it produces its own character, but this A, it is in association or it is supplementary. This C is supplementary to A to develop the another character, and therefore it is the supplementary interaction of gene. So the ratio is 9:3:4. Okay, so we will discuss the one example, and that example is the house rat. Okay, so we know that the house rat or the mouse, it has the three different shades. The one is the agouti, another is the black, and third is the albino. So the agouti. So agouti is considered as the wild type. Agouti is considered as the wild type. Why it is known as the wild type? Because the all F1 progenies were the agouti, or it shows the dominant characters all. Therefore it is agouti is the wild type. So what is the characteristic features of the agouti, or what is the color pattern of the agouti? The agouti, the hair of the agouti, the body of the agouti, the skin, the hairs on the skins, they show the banded pattern. So what type of bands? So the hair part which is near to the skin, it is grey colored. Then middle part, it is yellow colored, and this upper part is black colored. So this three coloration, it is appeared on the hairs of this agouti. So different bands, it is observed on the agouti. Then the next, that is black. So the complete hair is black. And third, albino or white. So it has no color at all. It has no color at all, and the eyes are red. Okay, so that is the albino. So we will draw table here. Okay, So first of all, epistatic, then hypostatic, and it is phenotype. Okay. So first of all, when the C, it is in recessive condition, small c, and the hypostatic, that is A, it may be dominant homozygous or dominant heterozygous, or it may be completely recessive. In that condition, it develops albino color. That means no color. Okay. That means even though A is in dominant condition, but it do not able to express its character because C is in recessive condition, and therefore it is the recessive epistasis. Okay. Then second, when C is homozygous or heterozygous, similarly this hypostatic gene also, it may be homozygous or it may be the heterozygous. So it develops the color that is agouti. Okay. And the third one, when this C, it is in homozygous or heterozygous condition, in dominant homozygous or heterozygous, and this A, it is in recessive condition, it develops black color. So agouti, it is a wild type, it produces 9, black 3, and albino 4. So this ratio, it changes into 9:3:4. Okay. So in presence of this small c, it do not able to express its color even though it is in dominant condition. Therefore, it is known as recessive epistasis, and it is known as supplementary. For development of the color by this A, it needs the dominant C. So it is known as the supplementary gene ratio 9:3:4. Okay. So we will draw the cross here. So here, black, homozygous or pure line black, when it cross with the homozygous or pure line white, or we can say that albino. Okay. So black is the parent. Black, capital C, small a, Okay. And the white, it is small c, capital A, It produces the gamete, capital C, small a, It produces the gametes, small c, capital A, small c, capital A. Okay. Then it is G1. Then after the fertilization, they produce capital C, small c, capital A, small a. Here also capital C, small c, capital A, small a. So it shows the phenotype agouti. So F1, they are agouti. So agouti, they are heterozygous for both the genes. Okay. So this agouti, when they allow to reproduce themselves, they produce 4 different types of the gametes. Okay. So how should we produce the gametes? Firstly, there are 2 genes, C and A. Okay, and the alleles, capital C, small c, and capital A, small a. These 2 alleles. So firstly, take first gene. It is in dominant condition. So capital C, and A, it is after that. Okay, and then small c. So first of all, take 2 capital, 2 recessive one. The first gene. Then second gene, First time in dominant condition, then in recessive condition, again in dominant condition, again in recessive condition. It will produce the gametes. Okay. So keep the sequence and type the similar of both the parent, both the progenies, F1 progenies. Otherwise, in Punnett square, it will mix the problems. Okay. So remember again, capital C, small c, small c, capital A, small a, capital A, small a. Okay. So that 4 types of the gametes were produced. Okay. Then the Punnett square. One, two, three, and 4. Okay. Okay, so male and the female. Okay. So capital C, capital A, capital C, small a, small c, capital A, small c, small a. Here also capital C, capital A, capital C, small a, small c, capital A, small c, small a. Okay. So the first, that is capital C, capital C, capital A, homozygous for both the allele, homozygous dominant for both the allele. So when both genes are present in dominant condition, it produces agouti. Okay. So it is agouti. Then here, these two. Okay. So capital C, capital A, small a. Here also capital C, capital A, small a. Here also both the genes in dominant condition, even the one is heterozygous, one is homozygous, but then also it produces agouti. Okay. Then these two, capital C, small c, capital A, capital C, small c, capital A. So it is again here, this is dominant, A is dominant, so it is agouti. It is also agouti. Then these 4, capital C, small c, capital A, small a, capital C, small c, capital A, small a, capital C, small c, capital A, small a, capital C, small c, capital A, small a. So all these are, they have the dominant gene, both the dominant genes, therefore they are agouti, and agouti. Okay. Then these 3. Here the capital C, small a, small a. Here capital C, small a, small a. Capital C, small a, small a. Here the C is in dominant condition. Here also C is in dominant condition, but A is recessive, therefore it produces black and black. Then here the small c, capital A, small c, capital A, small a, small c, capital A, small a. So here the one is recessive one, only one is dominant, and it is the recessive. C is recessive, therefore this A, it masks its effect. Therefore it is the recessive epistasis. Okay. So it produces no color, so it is albino and albino. And here small c, small a. Therefore it is also albino. No color is developed. Okay. So, in such conditions, how many progenies are produced? The different types of the progenies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So, 9 agouti is 2. 1, 2 and 3. 3 black is 2. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 albino. Okay. So, the three different types of the progenies were produced. Agouti, black and albino in 9:3:4 ratio. 9 agouti, 3 black and 4 albino. Okay. So, it is the recessive epistasis. Remember that in recessive epistasis, the recessive condition of one dominant gene, it do not allow to express the another dominant gene. Okay. And therefore, it is known as the recessive epistasis, or we can say that the hypostatic gene, it needs the epistatic gene to be in a dominant condition to develop the color, and therefore it is the supplementary interaction of gene. So, in this condition, there are the two genes, capital C and the capital A. When the capital C and capital A combine together in dominant condition, it produces the agouti. The agouti means these are the mouse or the rats which have they have the color bands on their hair. It is the wild type, and these color bands they have at the base there is a grey color, in middle yellow color and uppermost black color. Then the another, that is the black, in which the C is dominant and A is in recessive condition. Therefore, the C is itself, it expresses its character. Therefore, the progenies where the C is in dominant, they are black, and where all these are in recessive condition, or it may be the C is in recessive condition, it masks the effect of A, and therefore they produce the albinos, or no color at all, or white, and they have the red eyes. So no color pigment, therefore they are known as the albinos. Okay. So it is the recessive epistasis of genes, interaction of genes, which shows the ratio 9:3:4. Okay. I hope you got the points. Thank you.